Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at a classic type of Christmas tree that's going to have us all going out to get a small Christmas tree to place in our kitchen to decorate. This is going to really give you a cozy and just sweet vibe this Christmas season. In addition, you can consider me your personal shopping assistant as I have all the items that I have in this video today listed down below. It's going to be a lot of fun today guys, so let's get started. In our 16 Christmas tree design series, this is Christmas tree number 9, and this is called the Gingerbread Man. So this is absolutely something that everyone associates with Christmas, this beautiful and fun little gingerbread cookie. And this is something that you can have in multiple different varieties. So you can have the Gingerbread Man, which is a classic. You can have the gingerbread houses, which is a classic, and even the beautiful gingerbread shapes that everyone really adores. All of these things in our kitchen on a beautiful little Christmas tree, maybe a short one or even a slim one next to all of our kitchen area would just be such a stunning little Christmas tree and certainly very festive. One of the fun things about this Christmas tree is you can also really get creative and use your DIY skills to create most of these ornaments on your own. Now, I have a couple ways that I created DIY ornaments. So we did some with my children where we actually just created gingerbread, but we also did some where I made large pieces with cardboard. I used a chalk marker on cardboard and I made really beautiful pieces. And if you wanted to take that even to the next level still, you could use that white icing spackle that I use from Lowe's, and that spackle dries and looks just like icing, so it's a really nice option as well. And I have a couple of DIYs on that if you want to watch some shorts coming up on how to make these little projects. I want to invite you could really just go crazy and make all kinds of beautiful gingerbread cookies to style this Christmas tree, and you wouldn't really need to purchase much at all. Especially for some of the larger pieces, that's where I think that you could really make some stunning art, because some of these Christmas trees have really large pieces of gingerbread and you're not going to get that online. And you could do this in one or two ways. You can make your own, or you could buy, for example, gingerbread kits out of the store and take, like, for example, the front of the house, decorate it, and then put some ribbon on it so that you would have really nice large pieces as well. And so that's something to consider. You know, again, I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can get that gingerbread appearance. I did this giant gingerbread house with my brother-in-law last year where we took different pieces. We took gingerbread pieces, we took cardboard pieces, we put them all together, and when you painted them, it just looked awesome. We did puff paint, we did regular paint, and we did this spackling that I was telling you about, that lightweight one that dries just like icing. And when you put them all together, it looks just like a gingerbread project. So it's really, you know, there's a lot of options here. So you might be looking at this Christmas tree and wondering, how do we get this Christmas tree? And this is going to be super simple. I would certainly consider a frosted Christmas tree just because it's going to give you that little bit of icing appearance. But if you're going to be putting it near your Christmas tree or in your kitchen, we don't always have large kitchen areas. Potentially a slim Christmas tree would be really nice. Or if you wanted to go for one of those monochromatic looks, one of the champagne Christmas trees would be very beautiful as well. For the ribbon on this Christmas tree, there's a certain red and white plaid that I think is very nice for this and reminds me somewhat of an apron, and I think complements quite well with this theme. And so I have found this tan and red plaid one that's really nice, and I had found a couple of other red plaid ones in a similar pattern that I think would be really beautiful in this Christmas tree. maybe some beige with some snowflakes that are going to be something that's going to reminisce the ornaments that I found that have a snowflake appearance to them. And also the gingerbread one, if you wanted to be a little bit on the nose with that theme. It's a very cute little gingerbread theme. For the garland in this Christmas tree, I did find two that were quite nice. One was just little tiny gingerbread men with that red and white ribbon that's very nice, as well as some with houses on them that I thought were really pretty as well. For the picks in this Christmas tree, I like that little bit of the red and white accent, so I did include these red and white striped curly cues. I think if you went with that red ribbon, that would be really beautiful in the Christmas tree. I did find some gingerbread snowflakes, and these would really complement that beige ribbon with the snowflakes quite nice. And then, of course, this little bit of a frosted poinsettia, because in this instant, the frosting on it gives a little bit more towards the confectionery aspect as opposed to snow, which I think looks very nice in this Christmas tree. There was a red plaid one that was really a great option for this Christmas tree, especially if you go with the ribbon that I suggested. Even a couple peppermints in there would be a nice accent to this type of Christmas tree. And of course, we need to add in some gingerbread men. Now for the ornaments for this Christmas tree, if you didn't want to go with the DIY versions that I had talked about earlier, you can surely find some online. Some of them might not be as large of scale as opposed if you make them yourself, but there's certainly some beautiful gingerbread shapes that you can get there, as well as gingerbread people, and these will certainly be the backbone of your Christmas tree. You know, some of these Christmas trees where you see a lot of gingerbread on them, as if you've walked into a bakery, that is a really nice look that I love about this Christmas tree theme. I even found some that were round in appearance and not specifically only gingerbread, just a nod to it, which I thought were quite beautiful. There was this gingerbread in this tiny little cloche, which I thought was adorable. Of course, we're big fans of Disney, so I really like the Disney character gingerbread. I think those are really nice, especially for children. And even these beautiful little painted ones are a nice option. For the toppers on this Christmas tree, you could go in with a peppermint star if you included some of those accents. You could consider doing a nice ribbon topper with some picks with the red and some of the gingerbread picks that I showed. And then I also included this ribbon topper from Etsy because I think it's such a nice specimen on showing how you can create a topper using ribbon and picks together. And it's just a really stunning piece. They did a great job in creating this. And I think it's a really good inspiration for you as well if you want to create your own. For the skirts on this tree, I included a beige skirt to complement the gingerbread. I also included a red and white skirt, and I think that this would complement beautifully if you use some of that red and white plaid ribbon. I have found a really cute little gingerbread baking company collar that would be nice for this Christmas tree, as well as the beige one with the snowflakes, and especially if you went with some of the snowflake gingerbread cookies, this would be a really nice option. Some other options would be if you wanted to include some red and white packages under this Christmas tree, that would be a really nice option as well. And then if you are interested in DIY, I made that really nice cardboard gingerbread village. You can actually make that longer and just fold that in four and make a really beautiful collar for under your Christmas tree. And I have a short coming up to show you how to do that DIY. Of course, under the others, I did want to include some of these beautiful gingerbread Christmas trees because I think that they would look really nice on your countertop, helping you set the scene and accenting this nice Christmas tree that you just set up. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you're going to try any of these DIYs and let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.